Morning guys, slight problem. We are heading down to Optimise, so don't worry, I won't bore you with too many driving shots. At the moment we're stuck in traffic on the M60 and it's not looking the best. Well, Optimise opens at 8:30, I'm getting there at 8:30, and at the minute the sat-nav's saying 8:10 with the traffic, so hopefully we'll be there soon. But rather than bore you with this rubbish, I will check in with you when we get to McDonald's. We'll have a quick latte and then we'll do a swift transition like you saw in the last video to end up at Optimise. Other than that guys, be seeing you! Right, so I know I said McDonald's, but you couldn't beat Greg's. Well, the deal's normally £2.25 and you get a brew and a bacon and sausage barm if you don't know, but it's a bit dearer at the services. So we're going to have this now. Simply lovely. Oh, the taste is so good, and let's bite into this bacon and sausage in style. Right, let's go.
As I arrived at Optimise Automotive bright and early, we happened to bump into a nice red Mini coming in for a full fit out of the retrim, and this rung true to say that I'd made the right decision in allowing them to take on the challenge of my customised interior. So we're back down at Optimise. Like I said last time, Andy's kindly let me come and video what you can see behind me blurred in the process of being made. So rather than show you now what looks fantastic in my opinion, we'll actually go back a few steps and we'll actually look at what it's took amongst a few weeks to get this interior pulled together. So we'll head into that right now.
Yeah, so we'll start up showing you through the wood shop, how the undersides of things are made, the routers, the cutting and bits and bobs like that. We can then take you upstairs, show you how all of these nice things are cut, foamed, sewn together and then obviously trimmed onto the actual panels themselves.
As we geared up to carry out this fine process, the first thing we begin to do is to shape the sheet material into a more manageable size. This is where the table saw is introduced to begin the cutting process. Then the wooden sheet is bolted to a pre-made template and we move on to the router. This is where any rough edges are smoothed off and deburred. Now you may be sat here asking where do the fixing points come into play. Well, hold on a second, we'll soon get to that. Welcome to the pillar drill. Holes are drilled here to allow you to apply those annoying plastic clips. Time for one final sand by hand and the door card is ready to make its way upstairs. Now the door card templates have been cut out and routed and sanded to get some nice smooth edges, we will now move on to have a look at how the trim is actually applied to the door cards and how they get those straight lines and everything looking symmetrical. So I'll shut up and we'll slide straight back into some nice shots. This is where the magic happens, where glue is applied, fresh smelling materials are stitched and stuffed with new foam. Now, if you've ever wondered how those perfectly straight stitch lines are produced, good news, you're about to find out, but first you will have to wait until we move on to the seats. Jack begins by measuring and lining up whereabouts the cream piping will fall. Once it is confirmed, he begins to trim and cut any excess material which is not required to maintain that tight fit. After a trial fit, Jack jumps to the glue and coats the material with a low tack adhesive. Then the door card gets trimmed and tacked into place while we confirm the lines are still parallel to each other. A further stretch, pull and stick and the door card is starting to look superb. Then again, that's my opinion. Jack then trims and notches the plinth, ensuring the piping sits comfortable when folded back over, ready to be stapled into place. That really is a white noise that I could listen to infinitely. A grab of the scalpel and a poke of the material, Jack cuts out the holes for the door handles and ancillaries. Another stencil is selected and more drawing commences. The material is then cut, again, I know, and awaits that sexy stitch. A quick sharpen of the chalk and the lines are introduced as a guide for Jack to follow when jumping on the sewing machine. A change of the thread and Jack begins to step on that pedal and produce a work of art. And wait for it. Cue the slow-mos.
So I'm going to show them how it's done now, sewing for the first time ever.
So basically a foot pedal, not much at all really. But obviously you'll be able to kind of see once you are going along. Right. So press it forward now slightly. Oh, not quite that much. So just with the foot, just very slowly forwards. There you go, now you just basically hand either side and you just follow that line.
Do you reckon is that worth employment or not?
Yeah.
Is it? I'd like to say this is saving the time, but it really isn't, is it?
I soon realised this wasn't as easy as it looked, but again we had to give it a go to maintain my mentality of anything is possible. However, Jack, back to you. Hopefully by now you will realise all those 2D shapes we cut, when put together, actually create a mini seat. A fresh new squab and a backrest and more glue, the seat is slowly formed. We now await Jack to put those muscles into good use. I'd offer a hand, but I'm the one sat here filming this. Then again, a camera can always make things look 10 times easier than it actually is. So this is the headrest that we've been waiting to show you the surprise, and what I've actually gone for is my signature in the headrest just to sign off that I've built this car. Obviously I've not built the interior, but that's the thing that we're going to throw in.
Look at you again, taking the glory and finishing the seat.
You're quite hard to get in.
You should be ashamed.
Does that sound right?
Yeah.
There we go. I am glad to say that I now own a tan interior for the Mini. It's been a long, painful, but I'm sure enjoyable process.
Yeah, we've enjoyed it, yeah.
It's been in touch with me every step of the way. I've had the full customer experience like anybody else. And what I will say is I've not been paid to say this. I've simply come across Andy at shows and I've seen his products and I thought, you know what, the stuff looks great, we'll give him a go. And that basically reaps what they sow. It's just, pardon the pun.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Tom's covered it all really. It's as basic as that. We do exactly whatever you want on your interior, ranging from something that looks a lot more standard or something that looks absolutely stunning in more modified type things like this, and everything in between.
And with regards to the signature on the headrest, I literally approached Andy and just said, look, I want something on the headrest, and whether it be a signature, a logo, a picture that's embroidered, it can be done, and there is really any possibility is possible. And it's not just minis to do, it is other vehicles, and I believe you've been doing camper vans at the moment, have you?
Yeah, that's it. We've literally just launched our product range for the VWs, ranging from split screens right up to T6s.
There you go. I would certainly come back when we do another car with another project. I'll do exactly the same, and I'll probably bring it back here because that is, you can't put a price on it. That is just bang on, and I wouldn't have wished it a better way. So,
but you can't put a price on it.
Well,
so you better get your build.
I know, yeah. We better get into the office and sign the final check.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's brilliant, and I just want to thank you, mate, for letting me come in and experience.
Oh, that's fine. I think the guys have enjoyed it as well today. It's
brilliant.
Giving them something better to do on a Friday.
So the two lads, obviously, they've been involved upstairs, and it's brilliant that I've been able to see the process. And I didn't want to just buy seats for the car and just throw them in when I put all the effort into showing everything going into the car. So you've actually seen now the process that these seats go through and why they come at a price, and it is simply down to time, quality and good materials and good workmanship. So other than that, mate, I think we're best going to sign that bill.
Yeah.
Well, thanks very much. Cheers.
Guys, as you can see, the interior is behind me, and just want to reiterate what I've just said and thank Andy and his lads for letting me go down there and video all that process and take up a full day with him just focused on my interior, and for letting me have a go at stitching my own cloth. Anyway, for now we'll spin the camera around, we'll have a little cutting shot until I get home, and then we can have a look in a bit more depth at what I have actually ordered from Optimise and what they have put together. So for now, let's head on home.
Guys, first of all, I owe you a massive apology for not uploading in 6 or 7 weeks now. There is reason for that, and I will get onto that in a second. And secondly, I just want to thank you for being so patient. I know a lot of you could have probably hit that unsubscribe button and just cut me off completely, but you've been motivating me and been messaging me saying, come on, you can get them out. Right, so I will tell you why I haven't been uploading is. The main reason I haven't been uploading is because I've been prioritising getting the Mini finished, because Stamford Hall is this weekend coming up, and I'm going, and that Mini's going to be there for you to see, providing it doesn't rain. That is the main reason why I've not uploaded, because I've had so much to do on the Mini. I've had problems with the Speedo not working. Actually today I've driven all the way to Warrington just to go and get a Speedo from M&M Minis and come all the way back because they're like rocking our shit to get the actual Speedo pinion. You just can't get them anywhere, it's a discontinued part. So I've had to try and sort that. It did fail its MOT first time, and I was going to video that. However, it was a horrific day and the rain was just catastrophic, and I didn't want the car getting soaked. We tried using the GoPros, however they kept falling off because of the rain and the windows steaming up, so we didn't actually video it. I'll go through the MOT and what it failed on in another video, and we'll talk about how I got around it. Main thing is the guy I took it to first time was a bit of a dick. and we went elsewhere in the end after I'd rectified the problems. Don't just think I've gone, yeah, sod him, I'm right, because I wanted the car to fail if it needed failing. So, with regards to Stamford Hall, I am travelling down on Sunday morning. Now, I will have a flag, which if you haven't seen it on Instagram, get out my Instagram below. And if I'm never uploading videos, guys, I'm always putting on Instagram and explaining what's going on. So just follow me there. You can see what I'm up to when the videos aren't being released. Providing it doesn't rain, we'll get the cars down there and hopefully you can have a good sniff around them and tell me what you like about them, because to be honest with you guys, I don't really want to hear what you don't like, because I'm getting a bit down with everyone saying, I wouldn't have done this, I wouldn't have done that. At the end of the day, it is my car and I'm happy with the way I want my Mini. If we do another car and we want to talk about that and we want to do it together, then I'm open to suggestions. But this car is my dream, and a few people have just been picking holes and stuff. And do you know what? I can brush it off, and everyone's entitled to their opinion. But at the end of the day, when people have been making me feel shit about my car, it's just like, come on, guys, just, you know, give me a break. The next thing I'm going to say is I need your help, and there's two reasons I need your help. Is because this Mini today is finished. Now, you're not going to see it finished in the videos for a good couple of weeks because I've got a lot of editing to do, because I've been filming stuff but not editing it just to get the car finished. So the two things I need help on is, where does this channel go once the Mini's ended? I really don't know. I'm really worried because I actually just started these videos just so I could look back on it, and these guys wanting to see more, and I really don't know what to do because I've only budgeted in my life to restore one car, and to say that the money I've thrown into my Mini, which we will discuss in another episode, I can't really afford to do that again because I'm 22 years of age, 23 in 2 weeks, and I need to move out of mum and dad's house. So yeah, it's not the best. So the two things I need help on is, one, my mum, Janet, the one that I shout through the vent and brings me the lattes, has said that I'm not allowed to do another car at home on the driveway. She's fed up of my stuff being everywhere, and she's fed up of me making the house smell of petrol and stuff like that. So if you want to see another car being built and being done on the driveway, you need to get in the comments and you need to put hashtag let him do it Janet. So we'll use that hashtag let him do it Janet, and then hopefully with the pressure of that she may let me do another car. Second thing I'll need help on is, I financially haven't budgeted to restore two cars in my life. I only budgeted to restore a Mini and then focus on moving out of mum and dad's house. Unfortunately, we're not all rich, we're not all got a lot of money, we've got a lifestyle to live and we've got priorities, and my next priority is moving out of mum's house to hopefully get a house with a garage, and then we can start looking at it again. However, I don't want the channel to die between then and now, because it could take me 2 years to save up for a house. I'm asking, and I'm not asking, I hate asking this and I really don't like it. I started a GoFundMe page around 12 months ago, and all the people that have donated, I can't thank you enough. It means so much. I think I had an Australian donation and it was like $100 in Australian dollars, which equated to like 50, 60 quid over here, and I was amazed by that, so thank you for that. And I'm not asking for that at all. All I'm asking you to do is just read the GoFundMe, and if you want this channel to continue and you want to see another car be done, just have a read and let me know if you want to drop something in there. Now, it is strictly non-profit. It's not for me to take the money and go out partying, because I'm not a partier sort of guy. I literally like doing my cars, hence why I dress like a scruff half the time, because I spend money on my cars. And what I will say to you is, all the people that have donated, you will be repaid, especially when the merch starts, like when I get the stickers done and all that, they will get posted out to the people that have donated as a thank you. So don't think that by donating you're getting nothing, because in my opinion you're getting the videos, you're getting a couple of stickers and that, and most importantly, it's the hours that I'm putting into these videos are ridiculous. This app video you're watching now, it's took me over 25 hours to edit, and that is just for all the voiceovers, all the actual filming, the angles, different nights, fitting it in here and there, sourcing music, because that's the bit that slows me down, finding the music. That's really difficult. So I do want to thank you all for watching, and I want to thank you. I hope you can continue to watch, and I do hope you go over to the GoFundMe and just have a read, tell me what you think. And what I do need is suggestions of what you want to see next. Don't forget the hashtag below. We do need that. Let him do it, Janet. And I need to know what you want to see next, because this channel is not just about what I want to do. I want to make it about us, and I want it to become a community. And hopefully one day we can host a few meetups and we can all get together and share our different cars and different projects that we've done together. It'd be brilliant. So with all that said, guys, I know I've rambled on for ages, but I felt like I owe it to, because I've not put anything on YouTube for ages, but I have been putting things on Instagram, so follow me on that. And yeah, what I will say is I'm going to throw a little snippet now at the end of this video, which should get you a little bit excited, because you'll see that in the next episode to come after we've fitted the interior. So let me know what you think of the interior, guys. Make sure you go and check all those things out that I've said, and I just want to thank you all for supporting me and continuing to watch these videos, because it means an absolute lot. One thing I can't do right now is say pussy, 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 because the pussy has disappeared. He's gone out somewhere basically, so I can't find him. I did try finding him, but other than that, guys, I'm rambling now. Let's go.
£30 a tub, that stuff.